are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. I am your host, Brian Barton. Let's just say the boys are back in town.
She got away. Know what I say. Get into, you don't know what to do.
She's gotta go.
Yeah. Gino never know that you like this flow.
We just chillin', we some villains.
I love it up, and I get the ammo, and I stick it up. I grab a shot from the top of shot. I put the clip, and I let it in. I make it explode, make it explode. Hit your toes, hit your nose, when you touch your toes.
And we are back.
Bang.
Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. I am your host, Brian Barnaby, and Grasso joins me. What's up, Grasso?
How you doing, Barnes?
I like the hat.
I know. I'm channeling my inner Yankee fan. You know, good night last night. I know you're buzzing.
Yeah, historic night last night. And always the one and only hello, world.
And a very happy birthday to the one next to you, Barnes, Brian Grasso.
Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you, bud.
Today is his birthday. That's why I'm playing Stevie Wonder Happy Birthday. It's my favorite birthday song when it's my birthday, so I'm sharing it with Grasso.
Me and Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
I think Roger Clemens too.
Yes.
But, as we always do, we're going to start in the world of Major League Baseball.
Giving chase is Judge, and he dives into the stand.
Rock begins the season with an overpowering strikeout of Ronald Acuna.
Oh, it's gone! Three-run home run! What's going on here? I love it. He drives one to the moon. High, deep, and very gone.
So, what a night for the Yankees last night. And of course, Tony decides to take this one off. Probably didn't want to hear me talk about the history the Yankees make as Corey Kluber becomes the first Yankee to throw a no-hitter since 1999. So it had been a long time. They beat the Rangers 2-0. What an exciting game. It was scoreless into the sixth inning. They get some clutch hits. And, as he was getting closer, you could just tell Kluber was locked in and he only had one walk because otherwise it would have been a perfect game, which would have been even crazier. But just what a comeback story for a guy who, me and Tony, not even, a little over a month ago, we're talking about, is he finished? I don't know how many more starts they're going to give him. And then he's been their best pitcher other than Cole since that point. Got to give it to him. And he was really emotional after the game in tears, when they were doing the on the field interview. And so this is the 12th overall no-hitter for the Yankee franchise. And actually, it's the first on the road since the 1920s. So it had been a long time. Cone and Wells obviously come to mind, at the stadium. Obviously, you had Gooden and Jim Abbott, way back in the day. So
the Wells one was epic.
Yeah. Especially, hungover, like he said.
Yeah, and they tried to carry him off the field.
He was hungover that game?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. He said he was out all the night before, just completely hammered. So that was
on his Wade Boggs.
Yeah. So that was crazy. And, I have to say, I loved it. I was so into it. And just after going all this time without one, I almost thought, am I never just going to see one again for the Yankees? They just never get one. And one thing that I was looking forward to as it got near the end, Yankees radio broadcaster, John Sterling, he's known for his crazy calls and just different, nicknames and stuff. And I had to say, it didn't have the same bite as because they play the David Cohn commercial for Yes all the time, and it's he's just he's gonna get it all like that. And this one he was a little a no hitter, but it just and I wonder if it has to do with the fact that him and Susan Waldman, who do the games on the radio, are at Yankee Stadium, not at the field where it's going on. So I feel like there's a little delay and things don't sound right. I think we're at the point here where in any sport, the broadcaster's got to be at the game. We're past the bad part here.
They broadcast from a booth anyways, or in the stands with all of their media stuff around them. Like they're kind of isolated as it is. I mean, I don't know why they're not in the stadium.
And I think they have to do it too, because I've noticed watching some Yankee games, they're way behind, delayed, because they're watching it on a screen and the audio doesn't sound right. I mean, you got to go back to that.
It's almost all sports too, all games. Really, we've
Right.
seen it in basketball throughout the year, and now baseball just starting. There's a delay. There's a lot of announcers, they get cut off. They might have a connection issue and you just like miss them for an inning. So it's going to be nice. I mean, those guys have it tough broadcasting from home, but can't wait to get them back.
And then it was nice to see, you know, their full capacity over there in Texas. So it was nice to see a full crowd, a lot of Yankee fans. I mean, because Yankees are just a national team. So really a lot of people cheering this. And I think, you know, they just wanted to be a part of history. And even though it's been very common, oddly, you know, being that we're not even out of Maine, this is number 6. I mean,
sort of technically 7, right?
No, it's funny. Everybody talks about that. And Bumgarner with the complete game. Was it a perfect game too, I think?
Oh, it was perfect game.
No. He just threw 7 innings.
7 innings.
Doubleheader.
Oh, they don't count it. They didn't count it as a no-hitter or a perfect game, and it was. No one got on.
Oh, so when they do the double headers, they play 2 7-inning games?
Yeah. So like, I guess they didn't count it.
Baseball with all their weird rules
sucks.
But and then one other thing here, and it's too bad, you know, Gino is not here right now because he's big on the jinx discussion. So throughout this game, I literally, he is. Let's get him.
Gino.
Let's get him.
One moment, please.
Gino, what's going on, man?
Not much. I came in at the perfect time, huh?
Yeah. Let's get right to it. Let's hear your thoughts on this no hitter last night.
Here's the thing. Actually, funny story. I don't have iView TV at home, so TV doesn't have on it. Yes, on it. So I have the app. I use my parents' Verizon account. I couldn't get on. My dad changed the password. And then I just eventually gave up and just started watching the movie because I was like, it's a random game against Texas in the middle of May. Not really that important. I put my phone to the side. I pick it up like 2 hours later, and it says Corey Kluber no hitter. I was like, of course, this is how it works.
Oh my God!
But yeah, I mean, hey, he has been phenomenal for the Yankees so far. So. I mean, you can't complain about that, but the jinx thing, I saw it happen. Like it was like all over the place, and I'm like, thankfully I didn't see it because I would have been shaking.
Yeah, no. On Twitter, they were saying literally John Sterling on the radio said it about 12 times, before the end of the game.
And I think Michael K even made fun of it too.
Yeah. And did you hear Sterling's call on the final out?
No, I heard K's call, which I didn't really like.
No, I didn't like K's call. And Sterling, I have to say, because on Yes, they always play that commercial with the David Cohn perfect game. The difference in the way he sounded, honestly, I don't know if he's just getting up there, losing a little on the fastball. Just expecting something more, theatric out of him.
Yeah. Well, they always say you have a call for that, right? Like you have to be prepared with the call just in case. But Michael K's was like, Kluber now part of forever. I was like, what does that even mean? Like it just didn't sound right. I didn't like it. So, but I didn't hear Sterling's call.
Yeah, so no, definitely checked it out. But hey, at the end of the day, I mean, of course, it was just fun to get a no hitter. And I know, there's been an odd number of them already, but it's just the fact that we saw that perfect games in back-to-back years in 98 and 99, and then nothing till now. So it'd been something you kind of had. I was just saying that I thought, maybe we'll just never see one again for the Yankees. Like it just had been that long.
No, yeah, it had been a while, but I think also you wouldn't have expected from Kluber if you're going to expect it from anyone this year, which I guess you could because of how the volume that have been occurring. It would have been out of Cole, but I mean, hey, if Kluber is going to do it, I'm not complaining. But yeah, I mean, hey, the dead end balls that the MLB wanted to make more dead so badly is looking like it's maybe not working out as well as they would like. Although I don't know, maybe no hitters are exciting too. I guess it depends.
Yeah. I mean, I think the perfect game definitely is more exciting, of course, but no hitter is just still a great feat for sure. And I just think what a comeback story for Kluber. 1 inning pitch the last couple years, and it was funny too. I don't know if you heard this. For whatever reason, at the Rangers Park, they were giving away his bobblehead there, even though he pitched. I've never heard of such a thing. Like, I don't know, but
last night, Jesus.
Yes. They probably were just like, oh, man, we have to give these away. We couldn't give them away last year because he didn't pitch for us.
Yeah, maybe actually that.
Yeah, they just had a bunch of bobbleheads.
I guess honestly, he was born or raised, around where the stadium is. So I guess that probably had something to do with it. But the thing I like too, obviously he's just looked so good ever since, we were questioning whether, he could even stay in the rotation.
You said he had 3 more starts, remember? And then ever since then, he's been on
his ERA is about 2.5.
Yeah,
he's literally thrown like 25 innings and 3 starts.
And the thing I like about this no-hitter too is it's nothing that I think moving forward you have to worry about. He didn't overextend himself. He only threw 101 pitches, very stress-free, a lot of balls hit right at guys and 9 Ks. It's not like he had 15, so he didn't need to use up the pitches. It was just really a masterpiece for Kluber.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, how many times do you see guys get a no-hitter with 101 pitches? That's not easy to do. So that's about, just over 10 pitches an inning or something like that, like 11 pitches an inning. That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
And it is just funny too with Kluber, and I am guilty of it too, but just a lot of times, people in the media and stuff, a guy misses a season and he was really good before. So, he had that great year, he gets hurt, and then the next year he pitches 1 inning. So it just automatically assumed he's done. He'll never be the same. And it's kind of crazy that everybody had really written him off.
Well, I guess the thing is you never know how injuries are going to react. Obviously Kevin Durant's injury in the NBA, that you could come back from that injury and not be the same. Kevin Durant, fortunately looks pretty similar to how he, was before the injury, but you never know how certain injuries are going to affect people and how they're going to, recover from them. So, I guess it's up in the air and it's a toss up to see how it ends up being. And thankfully for Kluber, it's been good so far.
Yeah. No, it's working out well for the Yankees. And another injury last night. This one doesn't sting too bad, but Lamare left the game with a hamstring injury. And we haven't got to talk about this, but I mean, I thought he shouldn't even be on the roster, Gino. I mean,
so fun fact actually about Lamare, which I didn't get to say yesterday because I wasn't on and I didn't get to talk about the La Russa comments. I don't know if you guys talked about those.
We did not.
No.
So obviously, the Twins were the team that Yerman hit the home run against. In 2018, when Labor got his first hit, it was against I think Ryan Lamary, or however you pronounce his name, because the Yankees are beating the Twins like 14-1, and they brought in a position player to pitch. And Tyler Austin actually hit a bomb off of him. So I was looking it up, trying to figure it out. I was like, wow, that's crazy that he was the player that was on the mound that Labor got his first hit, and Tyler Austin hit the bomb against the same team that was complaining about this, which again, we don't have to get into it because I could go on for probably 40 minutes about it.
But I mean, I guess there was some rule when Florial got promoted that he needed to be there at least a week or whatever. But I mean, don't you think? I mean, how do they not bring him up now?
They have to. There was really no other option. I mean, listen, I'm the biggest Miguel Andujar supporter of all time, but he's not a left fielder or center fielder or a right fielder. So they need outfield help. They need a
baseball player badly.
Yeah. But I do think for the sake of not starting Gardner, I think I'll take Andujar in left and then Florial in center right now because Gardner
the upside is significantly better.
Right. Right. No, and Andujar, we were talking about it yesterday. I mean, he's showing some signs of life, over the last game.
This is the thing. When he was slumping back in 2018, I think it was before the injury, or 2019 before the injury.
Yeah.
He was striking out a lot. He's making good contact with the ball. He hasn't struck out that much. It's just a matter of finding the gap. So for him, I mean, he's got a couple hits, so we'll see.
Yeah, yeah. And then also, Wade ended up playing a big role in this game, having that big triple to start the scoring. And it was funny. I don't know if you saw the catch in the 9th inning. I think it was the first out of the 9th. He I don't know, the route was sketchy, but he's just fast, so he can catch up to anything. But I have to say, I'm coming around on him. I never think he should be a starter, but I do think he's probably not a bad, backup player.
Yes, that sounds good to me, Barnes.
But almost a good but I'm saying I like the fact this team lacks speed. If we need him to steal a base late, and if he's going to hit a little better, I mean, I think he's a guy that could stay on this roster for a while.
Yeah, I mean, he's the infield version of Mike Talkman. So, I mean, he plays good defense and he has speed, which are two things the Yankees tend to lack 9 times out of 10 years, So it's I like him. Maybe he's not going to produce as much as the play for you, but I think we've gotten to the point here in baseball where we think we need power hitters, one through or at least the Yankees think that. I think having a guy like Wade who can slap a single and get on base or work a walk and steal a base. That's really important to have. That's really important. Those are the little things that often get forgotten. So
yeah. And then also, I was mentioning it yesterday. I'm coming around on Odor. I think he's been playing well, a lot better than I thought. You remember what I said when they first got him?
Yeah. Well, I think the thing with Odor was always going to be high upside, low risk. Literally, he's playing. So you're not really in. The worst that can happen is he sucks like Kendrys Morales, and you DFA him or whatever. So I'm happy he's been good. The Yankees have dealt with injuries in the infield. He's stepped in there. They're getting a little healthier in that aspect, but he's been a good piece to plug in there and give some guys some rest.
Yeah, absolutely. And then one other thing from last night, Gleyber returned from the COVID list and, went 2 for 2. So nice to see that. Yes. And really, expecting to see him starting to get going, as they go for the series win today. And, coming into this game today, they've won 7 out of 10. So really riding the ship. I mean, obviously offense has still been inconsistent. But, I mean, when you're winning these close games, I mean, that's definitely going to help you down the stretch to be able to pull ahead and win these nail biters. So today's going to be Domingo Germán versus Dane Dunning, 2:05 on Yes. So an afternoon finale here. And this is the last game of their 10-game road trip. They've won 6-3 so far, so pretty solid. 7-3 sounds pretty good. If they can get it today, and then after today, 9 of the next 12 at home. So that's a stretch. Obviously they want to take advantage of as well. And I think what I really want to see today. I mean, I've been happy with what I've seen out of Germán, but time for the offense to get going. I mean, they're gonna play the White Sox starting tomorrow over the weekend. So that's a series where you're gonna need to score some runs, and 2 isn't going to cut it.
Yeah, they got some really important games. I know they got Boston in the first weekend in June. This AL East is shaping up to be a hell of a race. I mean, you got 4 teams with a game and a half, all at 24 wins or more, I think. Yeah. So it's going to be an interesting race. So the offense needs to get going. But the one thing I will say is different than any other year that we've experienced with this short window that we've seen. I'm okay with the pitcher being really good. Just get us to the playoffs, and then once we get the pitching has been the issue year after year in the playoffs. Pitching can be good. The offense will come around. You see all the teams that win the World Series, good pitchers. So that's what's important.
Yeah, no, and I just think, the fact that their record is pretty solid here, they're right there for the division lead, just a little ways back. The fact that they still have not even come close to their offensive potential. So, I mean, what's that going to look like when they do?
Exactly. So hopefully the arms forward. You get Britton back soon. Severino back. I think probably the middle of July, end of July, August. So you're gonna get some arms back. Hopefully Tyone can start to figure some of this out. I know I haven't been on recently, but two strike location and pitch is awful. Like he does not know how to pitch with two strikes on a batter. So hopefully he can figure some stuff out. This is an important stretch. To figure it out against some good teams. So we'll see.
Yeah, and I think this is important for Tyone because when Severino comes back, if he's pitching the way he still is right now, he's not going to be in the rotation because everyone else is pitching better.
Well, yeah, I think what happens is they probably go to six man for the back end of the season anyway. They're probably not going to want to stretch Severino out too quickly, I guess. So they're not going to want him to go for every 5 days. So my guess is they'll probably go to a 6-man rotation. But I mean, right now, if they go to a 5-man rotation, you would Tyone is down there now.
Right, and if he's still performing bad in a 6-man, they'll have Devi be the 6th guy. True. I've been disappointed, and I thought maybe Texas, they're not a good team. I thought it would be the start of it, but it was just the same old thing the other night. But what are you going to do? And then, looking across town here, the Mets blow it last night, lose on an Acuna walk-off homer.
It's unbelievable that Tony just magically doesn't show up in the show where the Mets lost.
Yeah, exactly. I think he knows what he's doing.
Tony played this one well.
But Barnes serves it up in the bottom of the ninth. Great. So him and Aaron Loop, they combined the last inning to give up 4 hits, 2 earned. So just really blew it for them late. And then the Mets, once again on offense, 4 for 32 at the plate and 13 strikeouts. So that, isn't going to get the job done. They had won these other close games in this series before, but just wasn't enough. And Peterson, goes back to his struggling ways after, we had been talking so highly of him. 4 2/3, 5 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks. His ERA is just a tad under 5. So a little disappointing, on that end. And Lindor again, 0 for 4. I mean, what do you think about that as far as Lindor? Are you, questioning him at all? Gino?
No, I mean, honestly, it's hard for me to say I question him because of what happened with Stanton at the beginning of his tenure with the Yankees.
Would you agree with Chris Lee saying the same old sorry Mets?
I mean, yeah, sure.
I mean, is it not true, Gino? Let's be real here. It's like, here we go again.
Well, I'm going to be fair here and address the situation with a level mind. They have legitimately no players.
Right.
They have 30 injuries. So I mean, the fact that they were even in these games is a good sign. But in terms of Lindor, I look back at when Stanton started out with the Yankees, he kind of sucked. I mean, you remember that first few games, he had 5 Ks in one game. Obviously we're a month into the season now, but I'm not worried yet. Let's see what the full season looks like. Maybe he can get hot in July and start to figure it out. But not a good sign for Mets fans to start off.
No, and you would think, Tony's a little tight, especially because they can even just get back out there today. They're off again. It feels like every time we have a show, they're off. So it's just, I don't know. They've had a lot of off days early.
They seem so dysfunctional.
Yeah.
Just everything about them just reeks dysfunction, honestly.
So they're going to start a 3-game series with the Marlins tomorrow, and DeGrom today is going to make a single A start. So I guess he's going to have his return around the corner. And I'm just wondering, after this historic start where he barely has given up any runs, if he's going to be able to just jump right back to that, or if there's going to be a little struggling going on.
I think he jumps right back to it, just for Tony's sake.
He's the only person that I look at and I'm like, that's like a Yankee player on the Mets. He's the only one.
Yeah. I always thought he would look good in pinstripes, but especially with Steve Cohen there's no way he's letting him go to the Yankees.
No way.
Well, let's just talk about how the fact that Jacob deGrom's agent's the worst agent in the planet because he has the most team-friendly contract in the history of baseball.
I like Chris Lee. Chris Lee's my guy.
Yeah.
They're fighting over rats.
Chris Lee is right. It seems like he's a fellow Yankee fan, so obviously, that's always a good sign. The 49ers, I guess they're due for a bounce back year, but let's focus on baseball right now. All right,
there you go.
But yeah, so we'll see if the Mets can rebound and if the Yankees can finish off this series, and the game be starting in a couple hours. So looking forward to that. And then we are going to shift gears here and get into the National Basketball Association.
The Bulls LeBron James at the buzzer.
So the Lakers do win the game, 103-100. And I think we're going to have to actually replace that video at the end there with LeBron's shot from last night. The fall away, 3-pointer.
Why can't we just put all of the Steph threes in there too then?
Clock expiring.
I'll put his Oscar performance up there, bud.
That
was pathetic.
I think he's gearing up for his career after basketball.
The only thing I'll say to you fellas is just like, come on, getting poked in the eye at a high speed.
He didn't even get.
Can we just talk about this though? He literally said he was seeing 3 rims. Give me a break. Come on.
I know. I know.
Shit.
There's come Barnes. Just
sounds like we're talking about Giannis.
It was a playoff foul too. That was not a flagrant foul.
Yeah,
that was a hard foul.
No, they didn't call it.
Oh, they didn't.
No, they said common foul.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So, at the end of the day, the Lakers, sneak away with this one. They actually were down 13 points at halftime, so it was a tough start. The shooting percentage.
And they took Steph out in the fourth.
Yeah, they did a really good job defensively in the fourth.
Yeah, they stepped it up in the fourth. LeBron had a triple-double, 22 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. Davis with 25 and 12. And Alex Caruso actually played a big role in this game, 14 points in 30 minutes off the bench. And I thought that was big because Schroeder was god-awful. 3 or 14 from the floor.
Schroeder was pretty bad. This was 2 of the best defenses. Lakers were the number 1 defense in the league. Warriors were 5. But it was really a tale of 2 halves. The first half, the Warriors were playing like a well-oiled machine. Draymond had Anthony Davis just completely locked up. Even Wiggins was picking up LeBron full court. LeBron didn't do anything in the first half. Alex Caruso was the best player on the Lakers in that first half.
Yeah,
Curry,
they're going to need him all
really
playoffs.
He's their 3rd best player possibly.
Yeah.
Curry really turned it on in the second quarter there. He struggled to start, but I fell asleep a little bit at halftime. I kind of dozed off. I thought the Warriors had this game, but the Lakers turned around in the second half and they turned their defense on.
Right. Yeah, they were getting a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, LeBron and
AD's impressive on defense.
Shots. Yeah, AD.
Well, I think the thing with AD, point out, especially defensively, in the fourth quarter, the last 6 minutes, because Curry was still shooting the ball pretty well, in the third quarter, but in the second half, in the fourth quarter, they switched to Caruso and then left AD up high and had him double. And I thought that was a great idea because Steph couldn't get past Caruso and then shoot or pass because AD's 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a really good job. And you saw them just start to force more turnovers because of that. And that's why Steph was non-existent the last 5-6 minutes of the game.
And I agree, he is still a human cheat code, Chris Lee.
I was gonna say, I guess we'd agree with that. From 3 at least, definitely.
From everywhere.
It's just, me and Grasso were kind of talking about it a little bit before. If I'm the Golden State Warriors, I am so excited for next season.
Yeah.
If this is what they're doing right now, you get another year of Wiseman under his belt. You get Clay back.
Another year of Wiggins in the system.
But even there's some other, Juan Toscano Anderson's been great for them. ATA, even Jordan Poole played some good minutes. So a lot of good things to look forward to. But like you said, they brought Anthony Davis up top. Take the ball out of Curry's hands, and there's really not much the Warriors can do once you get the ball out.
I have to say, though, Mike Breen was in like prime like Warriors 5 straight finals mode with the Curry for 3. Like,
he had a bang at the halftime.
Bangs it in.
That kind of deserved it, though.
That's one of my favorite calls. The bang.
Oh yeah. And I guess Bob Costas actually originated with that on the NBC broadcast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Throwback.
I wonder if he had to ask for permission.
Bob Costas handed over the bang.
Yeah.
It's like when you have to pay for your jersey number.
Yeah.
Like when Peyton Manning joins like a different team and he wants number 18.
Yeah.
That's basically what Breen had to do.
And didn't Mike Breen just get inducted to the Hall of Fame?
Yeah. This
year. Is he on the ballot for next year?
He made it this year.
Oh, cool.
He got in this year.
Yeah. So props to him. He does.
Wow, Bob Costas is overrated. Anthony Materio.
Costas overrated or the Mets overrated?
Oh, baby.
Go back to bed.
Tony. Yeah. Go back to hibernation, Tony. You didn't want to hear about the no hitter. You didn't want to hear about Barnes blowing it late last night.
He wants that. That's Chris Lee wants some of that sweet NBA Jam commentary.
Jam or Bang or what
NBA Jam? Remember the video game?
Oh, NBA Jam. Okay.
Can't even throw a decent first pitch. Anthony Barnes blew it. Barnes blew it.
Oh man,
I was saying, Tony, you missed the baseball section, but I was saying Barnes our Barnes has the ability to get into your Barnes' head and throw whatever pitch he wants from home.
Telepathy.
Yep.
Yes.
I set it up.
Evil genius.
That's your fault. You're a Barnes. That's look at it.
Oh my God. So now Lakers, they get the 7th seed, so they will face the Suns. First game on Sunday at 3:30. So
that's gonna be
a great series. I said this would be the Western Conference Finals, so to get it in the first round is crazy.
Yeah,
it's almost a shame
to
get in the first round.
I know.
Yes and no, because remember last year we thought we were gonna get the Clips, Lakers, and we didn't. So at least we get it.
The Warriors get one more shot at this. They will play the Grizzlies tomorrow for that final spot in the West playoffs and a chance to play the Jazz. So we'll see what happens with them. And the reason why it'll be the Grizzlies because they beat the Spurs 196. And this was a game. You look at the first quarter. You thought it was going to be a blow up. They were up 19. And the Spurs battled back. But once again, Valanciunas,
that's your guy.
Another 20
3 quarters, too.
Yeah. He's had probably, 10 of those games this year? It feels like it.
Valanciunas he's a pretty dominant paint presence down there. It's just, can he guard the screen and roll?
He was in Toronto, right?
Yes. Traded for Marcus Gasol.
Yes. Yep. I liked him, and I still do. So it's good that he's performing right now.
I'm going to say this. The best player on the Grizzlies last night was Dylan Brooks.
He locked
DeRozan all night long, put in 24 points of his own, and that dude was playing his ass off the entire 48 minutes. Mm-hmm. I know JPO hates him, but
he does.
He does. I really like him.
Always talk.
And then Ja had a solid, 26-6. So I think the Grizzlies got to feel good, extending their season, at least one more game here, and they'll try to get a playoff series. So, with this young team, like we said, the experience
they're gonna get swept
is welcome. They definitely will get swept.
Yeah.
But I think we were talking about this before, but we were kind of in the thought process that the Warriors would make it a series with the Jazz.
I think so, especially after seeing that last night.
I think they could win a game or two. I don't think they're beating the Jazz.
I think it'll be like a 4-2, but it'll be like 2-2, type of a thing.
And like Curry will, have to average 50.
Yeah, Curry's going to have to score 50.
And then, if I'm also, by the way, if I'm Steve Kerr, if you're Steve Kerr, I'll ask you guys the questions. Are you going to overexert Steph in this run right now, or are you going to save him for next season?
I'm playing him 40+ minutes.
Yeah. Well, and I think also it depends. Like the first game, did they lose by 30? And then they might dial it back. But if they win, you got to go for it.
I'm going for it. Yeah. And I think that's also a question you ask Steph. Are you ready to go this series? And if he says yes, then you're playing 44 minutes tonight.
Yeah.
You could have a few minutes in the first half. You could have off. 1 minute in the second half, but
that's it.
You're our only chance of winning, buddy.
Yeah,
our only chance is on the court.
You want to be here, you got to play.
Yeah, seriously.
Gino, any thoughts on this game here? You know, the Grizzlies pulling this one out.
So yeah, I mean, it's similar to the way Rosso snoozed off in the Lakers game in the midway there. I saw it was a 30-point game or 22-point game. I think it was 26-4. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna watch this. This is already a blowout. It's already boring, and I hate watching the Spurs.
I know. Like the roster they have right now.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's boring. So I just turned it off. But yeah, I saw Valanciunas having another big game. The little bit that I did watch Dylan Brooks looked really good. But yeah, I mean this Grizzlies team is fun. But I don't know if they have enough.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see how they play. The Warriors. They just lost to the Warriors by 12 points in the last game of the season to get the 9 seed. So we'll see how they play. I'm not sure they have enough. I'm not sure they have enough to do anything.
Yeah,
from being an actual playoff team, a good one.
Well, they need another guy. They need another guy that can go with Ja.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We thought it was going to be. I mean, he's still young and he was injured all year. I think the door's still open for Jackson to be that guy.
It definitely. I think he's only 21.
Yeah, he's a puppy. He's like a little
got
puppy.
Plenty of time. So Spurs season ends. You know, obviously a lot of questions.
Shout out Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay put in some big shots last night.
I love Rudy, man.
I wonder if this is the end of the road.
I don't think so.
No, Rudy's got a.
I think he could go to I could see him going to like the Lakers or something next year.
I mean, I think he's like 37 now.
But
mid-30s,
But dude, he looks the same. He's still athletic. He's still his shot's beautiful.
He takes that Carmelo Anthony role, off the bench score, and he's already accepted being that guy.
Yeah,
so, I mean, Rudy's got a home.
Yeah, he does. Someone's gonna want him.
And people like Rudy.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they do moving forward. So it'll be Grizzlies versus Warriors for that 8th seed tomorrow, 9:00 on ESPN.
You know what's crazy? I actually just thought of it. Sorry. His first playoff run was on the Grizzlies with that young team, Rudy.
Yeah.
Rudy Gay and OJ Mayo and all those guys.
And what a tough run.
You like that,
to get a title. I mean, he was part of that UConn team that lost to George Mason. You know what I mean? He's been there, but just not good enough. So we'll see if he's able to cap off his career with a title in the next couple years. And then on to tonight for the final seed in the Eastern Conference. We have 2 teams that are 4 games under 500, the Pacers and the Wizards. The Wizards actually swept this season series 3-0. Pacers coming off the blowout win over the Hornets. But LeVert, Miles Turner, TJ Warren, and Jeremy Lamb expected to be out. So that puts them in a tough spot here.
Yeah, and I still think that they're going to win that game. Because the Wizards, I don't trust Russell Westbrook to win a game, and Beal is clearly hurt.
Yeah.
And that's outside of those 2 guys, the Wizards literally they don't have another player.
No.
Ish Smith and
come on, Rui Hachimura.
Oh, come on. Take over tonight.
Oh God.
But Sabonis will be out there for Indiana. He'll run the show.
I mean, you never know when Bertans is going to catch fire, though. He's had some of those games this year.
I mean, that is true. But
what is the other guy's name? What is the other guy's name? Debbie Abdija or whatever.
Yeah, Abdia.
You know what name I honestly miss hearing you say, Mike?
Who?
Just think about it.
Bol.
Oh
no, like from our packs, like the most popular card we'd always get.
Jaden McDaniels?
No, it's not Pritchard. No, it's
should I just say?
Yeah.
Isaac
Okoro.
Oh my God.
But the Pacers, remember the last game? They were so hyped.
Yeah.
No one really expected them to win that game, I think. And they have momentum coming off that. A lot of guys like the O'Shea Brissetts of the world, these guys are pumped up. This is a championship game to them. I mean,
they want to keep it going.
I think the Pacers are going to win this.
Sabonis, last game had those 21 rebounds. Obviously, that's big. And he was actually this season first player since KG in 02-03 to average over 20 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. So that was kind of quiet. No one really kind of thinks about that.
The only person that was hyping him up was Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Sabonis had a great year. It kind of just went under the radar because,
when you don't have that team success.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Grassi, you kind of gave your thoughts here, but, just asking to you, Gino, do you think the Wizards have a chance here with both, Westbrook and Beal, banged up and nursing injuries?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's impossible. I mean, the Wizards have gotten here, right? They've gotten to this point. I mean, if you asked us at the beginning of the season if they would even have a shot at the play-in tournament, you probably would have said no with how bad they looked. But I mean, having LeVert and Turner out, that obviously helps helps the Wizards' case. I think it'll be close, but like you said, I think the Pacers go out there and I think they win this one. But I think it'll be a good game. I think Westbrook will show up and make the game, but I'm not sure if they have enough firepower with Beal a little banged up to pull this one out, especially because they kind of defensively, as we talked about.
So officially, you're going Pacers?
Yeah. Pacers. Pacers.
And you are following suit there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to be a big blowout. I mean, we'll see. I mean, if Bradley Beal looks healthy, then I think there's a chance. But I don't think he is healthy.
No.
I mean, if he's not healthy, then I got the Pacers all day.
Yeah, they're a better team.
No,
they're more unified, even without their players.
They play together.
Yeah.
There's no hotshot stars in that team, and if there is, it's Sabonis who loves to pass.
Yeah, he had what was it the first game, 14 and 21 rebounds or whatever. He clearly doesn't care about the scoring; he just wants to win.
Yeah, no, Sabonis is legit.
So that's your pick as well, Mike? Or
I'm going Pacers, but
close or no?
Yeah, gonna be a tight game, but like you said, actually, I forgot this. Don't quote me on this, but Russell Westbrook the last couple of years has historically been the worst guard in the final minute or 2 minutes of a game.
Clutch situation.
Just like his plus minus is so bad in those situations. It's just and then we talked about it, Beal's not there to close the game. Who, like you said, Gino, Hachimura, is he going to do it? No.
Berton's going to go 7 for 9.
Yeah, no, but I was going to say he looks like a lost person out there. He's not supposed to be on the court when he's running around. He's
fresh off that 5-year, $80 million.
Listen, I'll tell you one thing. The Wizards desperately miss Otto Porter. I mean, that could be the difference maker in this one,
Gino knows.
One of the worst contracts in basketball
ever, dude. Oh my! I feel like they did it again with Bertans.
Seriously,
who 50?
Was that before this year? They gave him that.
Yeah, this is this off season.
Yeah. This off season, for a spot up shooter for Steve Novak.
For Steve Novak 2.0.
Literally, dude.
But I'm with you guys here. I think the Pacers get this done. And just another disappointing finish to the year for Russell Westbrook. No matter where he's been, the postseason success hasn't been there, and it's gonna be interesting to see. I mean, where do they try to move him in the offseason? Would anybody trade for him? I mean, I don't really think so. They might be stuck with him.
Honestly, it might be.
I wouldn't want him.
I wouldn't.
I mean, the only reason the Rockets were able to get rid of him because no one wanted John Wall either.
Yeah.
Able to swap him. So.
Think about that. They traded him for John Wall coming off 2 years out of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the triple doubles are there and the stats are there, but he hasn't done anything we haven't seen before. He hasn't improved in any way.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, he's going to be another year older.
Yeah.
Maybe the Kings pick him up and
oh my
hope
God,
he can lead him to the playoffs.
I think Westbrook would retire.
I would.
I mean, dude, with Halliburton, Fox, Westbrook, I mean, that would be pretty electric.
It doesn't matter how much talent they have on that roster.
The Kings, yeah,
with
dude.
Luke Walton,
and
come on.
I think they got cursed from that Lakers shot from Robert Horry.
They probably did. They probably did. So we'll see, how the rest of these play-in games shape up. And then also just a quick update here. Like I mentioned yesterday, we do have the PGA Championship in progress right now at the Ocean Course at Kiowa. And as we sit here right now, Cameron Triangle, Matt Jones, and Eric Van Ruin tied at 3 under par. Triangle. Yes, it is.
awesome.
A lot of guys still haven't teed off, so we don't really see the big names here at the top. Colin Morikawa, the defending champion, from this past fall at TPC Harding Park. He's 2 under par, so I guess actually he's only a shot back. So interesting to see if he can go back-to-back PGA championships like Brooks Koepka did a couple years ago, and just looking forward to just watching this. I mean, there's nothing like a golf course right on an ocean. I mean, there's just so many good shots to
beautiful.
You could just look at it all day. So that'll be interesting to see. And this actually is the longest course in major championship history as far as distance is concerned. So you would think maybe Bryson DeChambeau here, he's been struggling a bit since that US Open at Winged Foot. But I think he's a guy that everybody got excited about distance, but it's just
but he can't do anything else. He's not a good golfer. I mean,
that's the dude that's all jacked and stuff and swings hard.
He hit the ball 500
yards. That everybody hates.
Yeah.
Gino, I forgot. I don't remember asking you. Do you golf at all or no?
I do. Yes. I haven't been out there yet this season, but I love golfing.
Barnes will go enough for all of us.
No, I love golf.
Yeah.
I think next week we're planning something Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, dope. All right, then I will.
Just see if you could.
I have a checkup in the morning.
We could work around.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be Tuesday, but we'll figure something out.
Yeah. We all want to go. Yeah, I would love to play. I'm thinking about playing this weekend, but I would love to play next week too.
You have a favorite course nearby that it's your go-to or not?
Honestly, since I moved to Long Island, I haven't been to any of the courses, so it's a new experience for me. So I got to try some out.
Yeah. No, a lot of
Barnes. Remember yesterday I told you I would have my winner.
Yeah,
I got it now. It's the Triangle, dude. I don't know what his first name is.
Cameron
Triangle.
That's my pick.
Wow.
Gotta love it.
That is going to be interesting, but I'm sure we'll see some storylines play out here, and I'll be interested to see too. Dustin Johnson, he was basically the golfer of the year last year. It really has been struggling recently, so just be interesting to see if he can work his way back into championship contention, and obviously if Spieth or McIlroy can finally return to the winner's circle at a major. So
I haven't heard that.
Spieth would be nice. I'd like to see Spieth back there.
Yeah,
I forgot that dude's name that wears the cool hats.
DeChambeau?
No,
he does wear the.
He wears he's got kind of flow, and
Ricky Fowler.
No.
Tommy Fleetwood.
No. This guy.
Tommy Fleetwood. No. Tommy Fleetwood, resident. He's an Everton fan. We love him.
Oh, okay.
Big Tommy Fleetwood people.
Is this who? No, that's not. Wait, is he? If he's American or he's international?
I think he's American.
Where's the kill this?
Where's the crazy hats?
Roy, it's not Roy Sabatini.
No, he's
the cowboy hat.
He wears kind of 5-panel-ish kind of looking hats, and he will turn them a little bit.
I don't know why I'm struggling with this.
I do know who you're talking about. I don't know any golfers' names really.
Just start spinning them out. That'd be great content. Start spinning out random names.
Phil Mickelson, Arnold Palmer.
God, I honestly couldn't tell you, Mike. I have no idea who you're talking about.
I feel like this is a homework assignment.
It is because you know what?
Check back next week.
Yeah. Goose, when he did the PGA thing, I said it, and he knew the name.
I know exactly who you're talking about. All right. He's a young dude. He brought a little more style. He's got a cool shirt.
Not Victor Hovland, right?
No, it doesn't sound right.
Okay. All right, but hey,
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we will.
McIlroy, is it?
No, he just wears the basic hat.
Okay.
It's John Daly. That's John Daly. That's who it is, right?
I love John Daly. That's him. He's young at heart.
I'm just so interested in this. I'm not gonna lie.
I know, me too.
Not Bubba Watson.
Wow, this is great podcast.
Yeah. I think we'll.
Is it?
I mean, I can talk to the audience about whatever. They probably will be interested.
Just ramble on. G.
Yeah, no. But I think if you want me to talk about stuff,
Ricky Fowler. Sorry.
That's what I was. Who did I say? Oh, I said Roy McIlroy.
Yeah, Roy McIlroy.
Fowler.
I knew it was Fowler.
Yes.
All right, so I'm glad we have that under control, and he's actually 2 under par through 10. So
swag I'm talking about with this.
He would be a great guy to see win.
Ricky Fowler's a guy who's been underperforming the last couple of years, and you would have thought by now he'd have a major championship. So hey,
that's my guy.
That'd be a good story.
That's my pick.
That's your pick.
Yeah. Is he playing? Is he?
No, he's 2 under par through 10.
Okay, let's go,
One
baby.
shot back.
Good. He's got Cameron trying
on the course right now. Extended coverage available on ESPN at 3:00 right now. ESPN Plus for anybody who's interested in tuning in.
Yes. I got one more topic.
Yes.
Watching that Lakers Warriors game last night, how concerned are you with the Lakers?
Yes.
Their championship aspirations. Like, do you think this is a championship team? Because I'll give you my opinion. I really don't. I mean, as good as LeBron and Anthony Davis are, the only thing they really have going for them outside of that is size, which it didn't work against the Warriors, but it could work against other teams. Outside of those guys, I just don't see who's their third best player, because Drummond barely played last night. It was Alex Caruso. I don't trust Kuzma. I don't have a lot of confidence in them.
Do you think this team is better than last year's team?
I don't think that just having Barnes. One more thing. I don't think just having 2 great players is enough this year.
Yeah, and while this does seem like a little bit of a setup over here,
it's just a question.
But honestly, the concern level is 0. And I think when you say only LeBron and AD, it's like saying, well, you only have 2 of the top 5 players in the game. I mean, that's all you need. And especially when you're talking about a guy that really, if it's not, of course, it's not an open and shut debate, but I mean, that's in the conversation for the best player of all time. I mean, you're not going to have anything to worry about. So there is no concern. And like I've said many times on this show, the list of teams that have beaten a LeBron-led team in the playoffs is very short over the last 10 years. So it's going to take a big effort. And even a team like the Suns, who are a 2 seed, they're a 7, but I think the Suns are really going to struggle, and we'll see that in this first.
I don't know, man.
MVP.
We'll see, man.
MVP.
I'm a little worried for the Lakers. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but
I think they're not gonna win, but I do think they're gonna retool and probably win the next 2. Get another. I really just have a feeling they're gonna get another star,
because I think the way they retooled this offseason looked great on paper. Dennis Schroeder, Montrezl Harrell, Marcus Gasol, but these guys they haven't been.
Look at Barnes. Look at Barnes. Look how mad he's getting.
He is getting mad. It's not hate. It's
the Lakers. It's just
Barnes is going to be pretty.
I'm calm, cool, and collective. Buzzing about the Yanks, buzzing about the Lakers, and I think that's honestly a perfect way to end the show.
Yes.
Everybody enjoy the sports today. Keep commenting, liking, subscribing. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.